an emergency order as they're going to court over Social Security, and this is turning into a very serious situation. So I want to give you an update on where we currently stand with this. What is the objective of this emergency order? What are they looking for? And what are they trying to prevent by going to court again over Social Security? This is turning into such a wild time right now. So many weird things have been happening this year, and I know that I've been saying that a lot so far, but realistically, that is the situation. We've never seen this much disruption within Social Security ever, that I know about anyway. I mean, at times we've seen different pieces of legislation come out over the last several years that have caused a little bit of drama, but nothing to the degree that we are seeing right here, right now in 2025. And realistically, there's still a whole lot more to come. Now, in just a second here, I'm going to pop up an article on the screen so you can follow along and see exactly what we're talking about here and exactly why and who is going to court over Social Security and what is the objective. But let me just say this much. Does this word ring a bell, or I should say, does this acronym ring a bell? DOGE? Yeah, exactly. I've talked about it so many times so far this year in 2025, but you know what it is, Department of Government Efficiency, and basically they've been poking around within Social Security, and a lot of people are not having a good time with that, and basically saying, no, please, you've got to stop here, and that's exactly what this emergency order is. So, oh, by the way, here's the article. Let's pop it up right now. Sorry, I almost forgot there for a second. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the article. Feel free to follow along, and I will kind of paraphrase and just kind of give you some information out of here. So, a labor union is going to court over Social Security to basically stop actions out of DOGE from them accessing sensitive Social Security data. Now, this is no shock at all. We've known that this was going to be happening here, and in fact, this was actually filed last month. However, I want to give you a quick update on this. I talked about this, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago, briefly in one of the videos. I alluded to it there. But basically what's going on here is, again, the whole purpose behind this is basically saying we're going to bring in the federal courts on this and basically stop DOGE from accessing personal and sensitive data within the Social Security database. Now remember, about maybe a month and a half ago or so now, I think it was around the beginning of February, give or take a little bit, we had heard about DOGE, they were doing all kinds of different things, and then they came to Social Security, right? And then we're like, yeah, exactly, right? It was not necessarily a good thing. Well, they've been there ever since, and they've been accessing the data within Social Security, the beneficiary data, and basically all of the systems within Social Security, they've been having access to it. Now, according to our understanding and according to what they're telling us, is they have read-only access. I've talked about that before in other videos, but essentially they can't edit anything or change anything, but they can read and they can see everything, but they're not able to change anything at all. So anybody out there that's been worried like, oh, they're going to change my benefit, they're going to cut my benefit, they're going to kick me off, things like that, they don't have that ability, they don't have that authority to do that, but rather they're just looking around in the system. Well, a lot of people, and again, this labor union here, or the labor unions, multiple of them, that are taking, they're going to court over this, federal courts, and going and talking about this and trying to restrict access for DOGE into Social Security, is basically suggesting they don't need that data. What are they doing with it? They're requesting all of it. They're not telling us what they're going to do with it. But basically, they just want access to everything, and they don't want to give any explanation behind why they want to see all of it. Well, again, as you can probably tell, that is ruffling the feathers of a lot of people, and rightfully so as well, right? I mean, here's the thing. When we go to open a bank account, apply for a credit card, apply for a loan, buy a car, whatever it is, doesn't matter. They need to know basically everything about us, right? They ask for our Social Security numbers. They ask for all of our personal financial data. They want to know everything, and we want to know. And there are laws in place as well that protect that data. They can't just run around and just be like, we're just going to share this data everywhere. They can't do that. All of that information is highly, highly protected. In other words, think of this. Anytime that we see like a major data breach out there, like with a major healthcare provider or like some of these big retail stores or something like that, over the years we've heard this all the time. A big data breach, right? Oh, millions and millions of people, their credit card numbers, their names, their addresses, their birthdays, their medical records, their banking information, their Social Security numbers, all of this has been leaked. Okay, right? So then what, right? Usually these places that have this, they undergo these huge fines and they have to implement these different security measures and all these things like this. Same situation with DOGE. Should they really be able to access all this information for tens of millions, probably well over 100 million people that are in the database? Because here's the thing. if somebody is, within the Social Security database, I mean, here's the thing. Every single person is within the database. I don't think a lot of people really realize that. And again, if you think about it, it makes sense. And here's why. We all have a Social Security number, right? I mean, we have a Social Security number, whether you're currently receiving benefits or not, it doesn't matter. They have our data. That's where we get our Social Security number. Obviously, we know that. But a lot of times there's this misunderstanding like, well, they're only trying to access the data for Social Security beneficiaries. Okay, well, that's one group. Certainly that's one group of people out there that has their data within Social Security that DOGE is maybe accessing. But what about, I don't know, every single person out there that has basically submitted their information to the Social Security Administration to get a Social Security card, issued to them, right? I mean, here's the thing. Anybody that has a child, like the very first thing you do is you connect with Social Security, you send in all the details they want to get a Social Security number issued, right? So literally, you have a child that's like 3 days old and they already know everything about the kid. You know what I'm saying? So they know everything about pretty much every single one of us. Okay, so that's kind of the thing there. They have access to hundreds of millions of us, all of our data. It's a lot of people out there, and it's a lot of data. So my point is, they may only be focusing all of this on maybe beneficiaries and focusing their efforts on trying to root out different incorrect payments, wrong payments, overpayments, erroneous payments, things like that. Okay, fine. If that's what they're looking for, then whatever. I mean, if that's what they're looking for, then by all means, do what you got to do, right? But when they start tampering around with and tinkering around with all of our data, that's when things are not going to be very good, right? So anyway, just want to give you a quick update on this. As of right now, I haven't seen a whole lot of other interesting information coming out about it, except for they're going to be, duking this out in federal court here, and we'll see who comes out the winner on the other side here as far as does DOGE get all of their abilities restricted from the federal courts here that basically implements this emergency order that says, no, nada, you're out of there, get out of there, stop poking around, just get out and be done. Or do they lose this and say, well, looks like they actually can have that. Looks like they can have access, provided it's in read-only access, and we know exactly what they're doing with the files. And that's the thing that I alluded to earlier. And as you probably saw in that article that I was sharing with you, one of the major concerns is we don't know what they're doing with the data. That's kind of the major concern that a lot of people are really having a hard time with. And that's okay. I don't blame anybody for that, as well as I think all of us want to know the same thing. If somebody's going to have our sensitive data, okay, if they're going to have it, what are you going to do with it? I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of institutions out there that have our sensitive data, right? I mean, think about it. If you have ever applied for a credit card or a loan or an auto loan or a mortgage or a bank account or anything like that, they have your data. I mean, they know everything about you for the most part. Maybe not every last detail, but they know a lot about you, right? So that's the thing. Same situation here, but within Social Security, they probably know even more. And that's kind of the situation. So anyway, want to give you a quick update on this. Of course, I will keep you posted as I get more information. It is such an interesting time that we're living through right now. We've never seen anything like this before in the history of this country as far as, something like DOGE coming in, doing all this. We've just never seen this. It's very interesting to see this playing out right now. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. We're just kind of sitting here, just kind of waiting and just seeing what's happening. Either way, I'm going to continue watching this as I have been, and I will keep you posted. Otherwise, if you have not done so yet, if you have any questions on Medicare, Medicare Supplements, Medicare Advantage, Medicare Initial Enrollment, Medigap plans, anything like that, if you want to change your plan, you get the initial enrollment into Medicare, whatever happens to be, you see the phone number there hanging out on your screen. That is your exclusive phone number for all of you right here in this community to connect with a dedicated Medicare team where they are going to work on your behalf 100% for free. In fact, as of right now, about 1,000 of you, about 1,000 people here in this community have already connected out to them, had this free consult 100% for free. Well, they will go to work immediately on your behalf, finding you the best plan with the best coverages at the best price for your personal needs, including anything that you need, your personal preferences, the prescription needs that you have, if you have any at all, the networks, the doctors, the providers, the doctor's offices or clinics that you want to go to and that you want to be seen at, things like that. They'll find you the best plan that includes all of that, and they'll present it to you, again, 100% for free. It's awesome. That's the theme here on the channel. I love free. I love discounts, and I want to extend all of this to you. Watching the videos is free. Calling the guys over there at Chapter with that number on your screen is 100% free. Sharing the videos is free. Subscribing to the channel is free. Watching all the other videos in the video library is free. Everything. I want to do whatever I possibly can right now to help you through this time. And again, I love free, so I like extending that to you out here in this community as well. Anyway, anything Medicare related, again, Medigap, Medigap, Medicare Supplement Plans, Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D, initial enrollment into Medicare, they can help you out with all of that. Please give them a call if you have not done so yet. Have somebody that is an expert in this field work on your behalf for free to find you the best options, and that's exactly what they will do. Make sure to call them. Again, phone number there. Take a picture, take a screenshot, write the phone number down, whatever you got to do. Give them a call. They're waiting to talk to you. And just think, how good would it feel to have the right plan rather than just a plan? How good would it feel to have a plan that you like and you feel that is actually serving you rather than just some plan that's siphoning money out of your bank account every single month and not even paying for anything when you go to the doctor? That's my situation. Yeah, not a fan. Don't love my plan at all. They don't pay for anything and it's way too expensive. Don't like it, but that's the situation. Anyway, I'm here for you any way there possibly can be. Please share this video. There's a share button right down below. Think of maybe 1, 2, 3 people, your friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings that need this information. Please share this video with them. Otherwise, that picture or the screenshot you took of the video with the Medicare information, please share that over with them as well. I truly appreciate it. Let's help out some people right now. Otherwise, please, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. 100% free to do so. Big subscribe button down below. Check out the other thousands of videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description of the video. Otherwise, popping up on your screen here in just a second, you'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, thank you so much once again for your continued support. Thank you for allowing me to advocate and represent you. Thank you for your continued trust in me, the videos, the content, everything I'm delivering to you every single day. I truly do appreciate it. And again, please have a nice day. That's all that matters right now. Enjoy, and I really hope I can see you again soon.